Well, hello everyone. It is Friday, November the 17th, 2022. I am Dale Delbridge, Benchmark Realty, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. This is your status chat. And it appears that we are in the penultimate week of regular season NCAAF. So that means these are just the straggler games. There's nothing really exciting going on. I'd say one of the more exciting games would be Vanderbilt and Florida. That might be a good one. Seemed like that might be a good one. Vanderbilt did pretty good the other day. I was proud of them. As the rest of them, we're just waiting for the usual season ender games that everyone, the big in-state type of games where everybody has a big time at. If you like this content, please go to calldeltosell.com, find the tab that says on YouTube, click it, and it'll open up a page of QR codes. There you can use a smartphone to scan and get to the YouTube page, or you can just mouse over and click it on a PC. There you'll be able to subscribe to this little button over here and click the notification bell so that YouTube will notify you when each Friday's blog has been uploaded. Thank you. We're going to keep this a little short today because I've been under the weather this week. Had a little bit of a flu thing going on. I'm getting over that. Got to soldier on. But, we are running a little bit late on this today, so I do have the numbers. I do want to take the opportunity, however. A couple of weeks ago, I did a special. I actually had to bump a show out of sequence on the farm and land, home and farm. I forget. See, that's how I feel right now on the playlist with a lot of the around the property type of videos, and I did one for World Toilet Day, which yes, it's a real thing, and it's a serious business. You really may not know it, but over 3.5 billion people have a lot of health issues because they don't have our modern convenience. So to kind of bring a little attention to that simple plight that we're all on this world together, and it is a day that is, that's what it's for, is to bring heightened awareness to it. And sort of the reward for putting up with that little intro bit to it, I did a comparison between three of probably the most in-demand water closets that are available out there nowadays, and they're popular names and popular models that you will know. And one of the things we often do, when we have an older house that needs to be updated, I would say that bringing chair height or comfort height toilets is just every bit as important as some of the other stuff that people do. It's not very expensive, not hard to do. And we can find some models very, very comfortable to deal with pre-sale, and it brings a bit of freshness to a room anyway. So that's one thing that I have heard makes a big difference. So when looking at them, I recently did some updates myself simply because my home is 18 years old. It was about time I replaced 2 of the units. I just wanted to get them a little taller like everybody else in the world. I mean, it's just there. So I compared Toto Drake 2 and the Kohler Cimarron and the American Standard VorMax. I got to get it right. They're the improved rinse models. They share the swirling rinse versus just the basic down model. I put in a resource for you so you can compare any model from anybody that you can probably think of. Will be found at a particular website, and you can check some performance measurements by an independent group to do that. And of course, to find this great information, you have to go to my website over on YouTube to find it. And in lieu of this middle segment being something market related, I'm just giving you this introduction to that video. It is 30-minute long. I try not to be, I try not to be disrespectful, but at the same time, it's a subject that's awkward for a lot of people, and I try to break that down. I don't know how successful I am at that, but you be the judge. And it won't come live until I think midnight tonight. It's tomorrow when it comes to on World Toilet Day. I queued it for that, and actually had to bump up another video to get it in that spot. But it's there for you, and if you're a realtor or you're anybody in the business, if you're in finance and management or even property management, there's some benefits not just to the comfort height, but there's some improvement to it. I didn't try to cover all aspects of it. It's just a very kind of cursory. I just want to really bring to you that one resource so you can kind of compare three very, very similar models, and they're very each one of them is very popular, and each one of them has some pluses and some minuses, I'm sure, and that'll just be up to you, but it's just a resource.
Hello, I'm Delbridge of Benchmark Realty, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. If you are currently unrepresented and would like to know how to compare up to 3 properties side by side and room by room, then go over to my new YouTube channel, Call Del to Sell. That's one L and Del, no spaces. Watch the demo on Real Scout, and then call me and we'll set up your exclusive ad-free account today.
Last week, which was 11/11/22, we had 19,250 opportunities in the Real Scout system, and I say that like that because it includes both the coming soons and the actually available ones, and that was slightly increased over the previous period. We had 3,439 in the under contract still showing, and that was slightly up, whereas the previous period was down slightly up, but the ratio remained the same at 18% on the integer level. Now this week we have an increase in inventory a little bit by 19,363. That's less than 100 or so, somewhere in that margin, and it's up. We had 3415, which is just 15 or 20 less in the under contract still showing than we had the previous week, and it's a little bit down, but that's just it. And the ratios remain at 18%. So we've been at 18% for the last 3 weeks, which is a fairly stable. We're beginning to stabilize. Looking at the notes, we were 19% for 2 weeks in a row prior to that, and it's just we're coming into kind of the gray time of the year. It's not the big moving time of the year, but it is the time of the year if you're looking to get towards next spring. A lot of people will be getting their income tax returns about January, and we're already seeing some reports that consumer spending has slowed down so much that people are looking to offload excess inventory. It may not be the latest, best model in all cases, depending on what you're buying, but there's some hope for the inflation bit that is coming down a little bit, and they're trying to clear shelves. I don't know how much of that will affect home products, home improvement type things, but if you already develop a plan, say during the December month, between now and the end of the year, and you do your taxes early, you might be able to get some of the things effectively done during the cold months in preparation for the spring sale season. So, that's why you have me. That's why you watch me drone on sometimes, to give you some ideas that should be obvious, but as soon as I mention them, that pops in your head, and probably something a little bit even better than that, because you know your situation better than I do. So we're going to let it go at this. It's getting kind of late.